Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, man. We back with another one. Bigger business. You understand me? There's a lot. We went big this weekend, man. It was very live, very entertaining.
Yes, Sirski.
Yes, Sirski. Yeah, when we was out there, San Francisco, California. We got out there with the people, wilding out
At the Chase Center.
Yes, it was live. It was beautiful, lovely event. No drama. Everybody got there safely, went home safely. We love to see that for the Bay Area. So y'all continue to come out here, man. You know, we know how to act sometimes, you know what I'm saying? As for the footage, shout out to everybody that stopped for the free giveaway, everybody that stopped for the interview and the trivia questions. We appreciate y'all. We'll have that footage up real soon, by the end of the week.
Good footage.
And we definitely gonna give y'all what y'all been waiting for. You feel me? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man.
Appreciate it, man. That was big.
Yeah, we appreciate the love.
Showed us a lot of love and support.
For sure.
More than I thought we was gonna get. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
For surely. You know, they gotta mess with some players, man. They see some players, man. You know how we do.
Players with free stuff. Of course.
Man, you can't beat that.
Can't beat that with a bat.
Yep. We definitely gonna be at the next one. We'll keep y'all updated next time we popping out. You know, we got a lot of good footage to put together, so we're gonna get through that one. And at the next event that we coming, we're going to give y'all a good heads up so y'all could beat us there, not meet us there.
And, of course, it's going to be bigger.
It's going to be bigger. We're going to get bigger every time.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We're going to run into this controversial play. I got to get this to y'all.
What you got for him, man?
I got to get this to y'all. We're going to start with our sports segment, man. But I got to tell y'all, because y'all tell me what y'all think about this, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Drop it in the comments. But let's get it on stage real quick.
Roughing the passer or something, some sort of... Colorado is trying to remain in the driver's seat for the Big 12 championship game appearance that they're seeking, but in this game, Kansas got up early, and how is this not a roughing the passer or something, some sort of flag? I mean, Shedeur throws, he gets the ball out, he takes another step or two, and then it just looks like the defender is flying in towards his knees, trying to take him out. Now, I don't know if you could say this is intentional or not, but definitely seems like it warrants a flag, because that seems like a very dangerous, if not a very dirty play at that. So he was slow getting up. He was a little gingerly walking around, but then he finishes like off the drive with a
right? Like a real one. Now, like you said, after that dirty hit by Kansas City, very dirty, he did throw the touchdown pass on that drive, but they did end up losing to Kansas. All right. I'm not sure Colorado's record after that. They did good. Definitely a turnaround from last year. Deion got his boys together. They look way better than they did last year. But let's unpack that hit, man. Go big.
I love old school football. You feel me? But given that we're in this era and the rules have changed, that's definitely a dirty hit. But I used to love, being a young tadpole back in the day and then watching the helmet to helmet and hitting the defenseless receiver and knocking them out and making them go into a coma. I used to love all that because that was football to me. But
for sure.
that definitely was a dirty hit. Just having played football, I know where I'm finna try to tackle you at. All that I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna pinpoint on it, and I'm gonna go for the target. So he definitely knew what he was doing. I don't like it because Shedeur, right?
Shedeur
has a promising future in the NFL, and that could have ended it before it even started.
If his foot was planted in that ground at that moment in time, that was over with.
His knee for surely would have went the opposite way. It would have been nasty. It would have been cringe-worthy. Just a dirty hit, man. But hey, as they would say, no penalty, no foul. It was crazy that wasn't a foul. You know what disturbed me the most? He got hit like that, and it was like three of his teammates around, and nobody ran up to get busy. Nobody ran up to get hoggish and doggish, pack somebody out, push them something. They just let them, just move and just stood there like stop signs. That threw me off. But go ahead and get big on him, brother.
Look at this. I gotta get my Stephen A. Smith mode. That was completely dirty hit, despicable, unacceptable, unreliable. It was dirty. But nah, real talk. That was out of pocket. Like he said, Shedeur Sanders, if I'm saying his name right, has a very promising future in college football in the NFL. They already talking about where is he going in the league. The Raiders in that talk, Dallas Cowboys in that talk, and he has a promising future ahead of him. We're not gonna bring in the other elements, even though I want to say that, but I ain't gonna say that right now. But it was a clear, dirty hit. He dove helmet straight to knee pad. This is a quarterback, a defenseless quarterback, as they like to say, defenseless receiver quarterback.
Yeah.
You knew the ball was coming out. You wanted to get that hit off, and you aim low. Regularly at the knees, ankle, all of this is off limits. If that was Patrick Mahomes or old school Tom Brady, you would have got kicked out the league for that hit. Not only a flag, they would have took you in the parking lot and tried to behead you. You know what I'm saying? So for that not to get a no call, it's disrespectful. It's disgraceful. Y'all can at least get him to 15 yards. He still came back, did his thing, but it was just unacceptable.
You know what it reminded me of?
What?
How they used to do Michael Vick back in the day.
I was just finna get there.
Hey, how they used to do him. He used to get slaughtered.
The Michael Vicks, the Cam Newtons, the Dante Culpeppers. It just
Cordell Stewart.
It just seems when you're a African mobile quarterback, they don't throw that flag as often as if you're a pocket. Let's take the African out of it. If you're a mobile quarterback, they don't throw the flag on those hits. Now, if you're a pocket quarterback, pocket precision quarterback, you touch that man on the side of the shoulder, 15 yards the other way. But for that hit not to get caught, they definitely need to review that, need to look at those referees and definitely give them a tongue lashing. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, where was your offensive line should have got on his ass? Excuse me. Your offensive line should have got on him.
No Diddy.
That was unacceptable. Y'all can't be out there you don't let your teammate get hit like that. That's your star quarterback. Y'all supposed to come to his defense. I seen somebody right in that back frame just looking and kind of, I don't know if he ran up. They didn't give us the rest of the clip, but from my knowledge, it wasn't no tussle, no pushing around after that. And that definitely warranted that.
The whole team was supposed to come off the bench.
Yeah.
The whole team. The field should have been filled with players, assistant coaches, water boys, cheerleaders. It should have been filled up. Mm-hmm. That was a nasty hit. And the coldest thing about that hit, the player that hit him, nobody knows his name, and he's probably not even gonna go to the league. What are you doing, young man? What are you doing?
If y'all think hate don't exist in the game of football,
no, they know
you're sadly mistaken.
They getting paid now too.
And it's like, oh, these the boys come pulling up and drop top Hummers, whatever they pulling up in now, the Maybachs, whatever. And it's like y'all on TV commercial. They got some little resentment in that heart. You know what I'm saying? And it came out in that hit, if you ask me.
And the pay range in college
crazy work.
Is black and white. Some people getting $30 a game, others are getting. So I can see the animosity
for sure.
But still, though, man, hey, man, most people play that sport because they love the sport. It's no other reason to wake up in the morning and go to training and train in the mud and do bear crawls and
them hell days,
two-a-days.
Nah.
You gotta love the sport to do it. You feel me?
For sure.
And we all love competition. I know I love competition. I didn't want to play against no trash team. And that hit was just unacceptable. And like I said, the part that just threw me off, nobody reacted, retaliated. I can understand if it was fourth quarter, 4th and 15. Even then, even then, you got to show the other team that we're not going to be pushed around like this. And it's like, we in the trenches, brother. Y'all just going to let them do me like that and y'all ain't going to back me up? That would
mess. Do y'all hate me? You know what I'm saying? My offensive line, I don't think everybody should declare the bench because they probably would have got disqualified. So I don't want the brothers getting disqualified.
I don't think they would have got disqualified.
But for sure, that offensive line, the offensive line quarterback relationship got to be past the game of football. That's your brother out there on the field. When somebody take a dirty shot at your brother, you're supposed to get on them. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Didn't somebody just bust them down? No Diddy, but didn't Travis Hunter or the dude we talking about, didn't he just buy the whole O lineman?
I believe so.
Chains
or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
show some love.
Show
some love, man.
It was definitely crazy. They didn't do nothing. I would have bounced up and tried to get jiggy. I ain't even gonna lie. It was just crazy, and it had nothing to do with being competitive at that point in time. I respect a good hit. I respect the hard hits, Mike, and they clocked clean. I love all that good stuff. That was just a nasty cheap shot though.
And like you said earlier, I'm with the real football. You know what I'm saying? Like period, point blank. I like hits. the defensive receiver hit. That's a part of the game of football. So sometimes it'd be like, I don't even like those calls, but just diving helmet first at a man's knees, I can't respect that. Like I said, if his foot was planted in that ground, that knee would have snapped back every which way, would have been then they would have been like, oh, this is unacceptable, unexpected. Don't wait till somebody get hurt to want to do your job. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he understands why he can't do that in that moment so we don't get there next time.
Yeah. Most career ending injuries is the legs. Just a nasty injuries and
all sports damn near.
All sports damn near is some legs in that foot planet.
Yeah.
Or just anything could happen.
There's only other ones worse than that is the no contact injuries. When somebody just run in, they fall out. That's when that Achilles pop, that ACL tear. But contact, definitely the legs, foot plant.
Definitely glad he was able to bounce back from that. I'm glad he's able to finish the game. I'm glad he's okay. I'm pretty sure he was sore.
For sure.
But I'm glad he bounced up and
that next day was definitely rough for him.
Oh yeah, of course.
For sure.
Yeah, he had to ice that
for sure.
As soon as the game ended.
For sure.
Yeah. And take some of that cortisone.
Definitely quick side note, NBA Cup going on. Very competitive. Warriors looking good. Lakers looking good. I'm just focused on them. Boston, Cleveland looking good. Warriors, I just want to say this. The Buddy Hield trade is looking great right now. All right. Clay, I don't even think it was a trade. Letting Clay go on about his business.
It wasn't.
Bringing Buddy Hield into the lineup. Y'all looking good out there. Good coming off the bench, look strong. So if we had to run this back, I don't know if we covered that earlier this year, but it's for sure looking like a good deal right now. For sure looking like
you know why I don't like that cup tournament stuff?
It's pointless.
Because I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And it's like a season in the season, and I don't really know what's going on. I just know it's a bad time for prize picks when all that's going on.
Yeah, it's
up and down.
It's a lot of games back to back. It's confusing.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to come to play because they running games constantly back to back. We hear these NBA stars saying, I don't want to play back to back games no more. So I know that takes its toll, especially when you got this type of thing going on. And what are they playing for, the N-Cup tournament? Like,
let me ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
So when the Cup tournament starts, does that record still deflect? It
still counts against.
So it still counts. And then is it like a playoff thing? Like, oh, we went undefeated, or
low key, it turns into a playoff within the season.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, how do they determine who wins the Cup? I know it's like most wins, but how many times can you lose? Or something
it's a semi bracket. Whoever gets the most wins in that bracket, then they go to like a playoff round, and then whoever wins that. Okay. It's not a 7-game series playoff round. But it's like, y'all the top. I believe so. Then and we're going to have to examine these rules. But whoever wins this bracket goes to the next bracket, then goes to the finals of that NBA Cup.
I ain't mad at the commissioner, pimping at his finest.
Yeah.
A run, slave run.
It's just pointless in the middle of the season.
It's pretty pointless. But, it's, more people, tuned in and all like that. And, it's all about the money.
Yeah, definitely about the money. They got to switch it up, keep it new. I definitely see you for the commissioner, Adam, Sylvia. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Definitely good. East looks promising. West looks promising. We'll cover it to see whoever wins that cup. All right. Yeah, man. So we're gonna go to the hot news. Kind of simmer down a little bit, but.
Turn me up, man. All that simmer down stuff. That's for squares.
We got
prohibited thing. Like, if I have a better argument, but the problem is that, quote unquote, breaking the rules by making phone calls and things of that nature, unless those phone calls are the prohibited thing. Like, if I am calling a witness directly and having direct witness contact by using this kind of obscure messaging and things of that nature, 100%. But just because he uses third-party calls, that's like, like I said, 99% of the cases do that.
Okay, so let me. There's just so much to get to, so I want to get through everything with you. So this is the prosecutors have indicated that they will produce these calls to Combs and his lawyers through a filter team prior to what is a scheduled bail hearing on November 22nd, 2024. We're going to be covering that on Law and Crime. But then they write this. On multiple calls, often using the PAC numbers of other inmates, the defendant is explicit about his intention to use public statements to alter public perception. And the defendant leaves no doubt that the narrative he wants to leave is the potential jury pool's perception of this criminal proceeding. And examples of these efforts, they say, are plentiful. And then they black out and they redact all of those examples. First, Bradford, why the redactions?
So that's interesting news coming out the Diddy case. Allegedly, he's using other inmates, they PIN number to call, and the headline was he's blackmailing witnesses. So he's using their number to call out and remind people, according to that headline, hey, you know I got this on you. So if you come to court, you talk crazy, I'm gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? That's allegedly. So what they just showed is court documents saying the DA has some of these phone calls, but it hasn't been produced to the public yet. So we don't know if it's true or false. This is what the feds are saying right now. Do people three-way people all day in jail? Yes. Do people use other people's phone to make calls? Yes. This is an everyday occurrence in jail. So if they just bringing it up and acting like he's blackmailing people, I see a problem with that. If he's really lost his mind up in there and he's actually calling witnesses and tampering and still trying to get out on bail, he's losing it in there.
I'm gonna go ahead and use good. But
no, go ahead. No,
I'm gonna go ahead and jump the gun and say it's true. If I'm not mistaken, I told you this last week. You know, that's when I was like using it allegedly. But that's what Diddy doing. He's used to having power.
He can't be that dumb, bro.
Right. It's not even being that dumb. It's just, just being just naive to you just having superpower, this and that, and just thinking, oh, I got to, you know what? They just got my notebook. I don't get no privacy with my lawyers to even, send a kite to them.
Uh-huh.
Man, hey, man, make this call for me. You feel me?
But calling a lawyer ain't against the law.
No, I ain't saying not calling a lawyer. I'm just saying it's recorded,
For sure.
It's recorded. That's why he's using other PIN numbers, So he just thought he was outsmarting them. He's forgetting that he's in a federal facility.
Yeah, and this goes for, I got a side note. For everybody who's incarcerated, when y'all be calling home, talking on the phones, it's recorded. Everything you're saying is recorded. So anything, oh yeah, man, what you call it? You dry snitching. But to Diddy, if he's not calling a witness, stop bringing this up. I just know how the news play it. I know they're going to use the fact that he three-wayed somebody. Oh, he's trying to tamper. I just want to see it in black and white. You see they crossed it out in that paperwork they just showed. So they're not of course they're not going to let the public know because they don't want them to have ammunition when they get to court. Yeah. But this goes to play in this bail hearing, which I think took place today or yesterday. So I ain't hear about him getting out. So obviously it probably got denied. So yeah, they playing dirty games with you, Diddy. You got to be sharper. I mean, like you're not in billionaire land no more. You in prison with the rest of the common folks. You getting treated like everybody else in there besides you running the pot or whatever. But yeah, they're not playing no games with you.
Yeah, I heard they already got inmates up in there fighting to make his bed in the morning.
Man,
however that go. But I'm just gonna jump the gun. Diddy just ain't, he ain't never had to do no time before. He ain't never had to be in them hoggish and doggish conditions. Mm-hmm. And whenever he wanted to contact somebody, he could just reach out and contact them. It's not the same up in there, baby boy. They recording all that. You feel me? You got to be smart. You got to use your mental, man. You feel me? I know you got them burning desires. Like, man, I can put an end to all this right now. Three-way. Hey, so-and-so. Reach out to Cassie for me and tell, hey, baby girl, are you tripping? Come on now. You know who I am.
Hey.
I'm going to say this.
Crazy. It get crazy. I'm going to say this. The district attorney that's prosecuting Diddy's case just resigned. I don't know if it's a resignation that's going to take place in a little bit or if it's a resignation that's taking place right now, but he's resigning. So food for thought. Some say Trump in office, he was finna get replaced anyways, but you can't help but wonder, like, did he make that call? You know what I'm saying? For your DA that's prosecuting one of the biggest cases of his career to retire in the middle of it, hey, who knows? Who knows what Diddy actually getting done?
There's definitely something going on that I don't know about because it's above my pay grade.
For sure.
But I'm just going to give it to you in black and white like this. What he did to Cassie was wrong, but that's not worth a life sentence.
It's not.
All this racketeering and this RICO, and he's the only one in the RICO so far. And for being a freak nasty, being a freakazoid, life, flying women here and there, being a John or whatever, or extraordinary gentleman and having women go here and there and bring you back whatever little crumbs. I don't think he was accepting no type of money
Nah, he was paying. They said he was the payer.
Yeah, so just having fun, like a life sentence. So this whole thing been skeptical and just real like weird and spooky.
Getting life at tricking is crazy.
It definitely is, my boy. It definitely
life
is.
And tricking is one wild concept. That's crazy work.
You know what's so cool about this?
What?
They don't even give pedophiles that much time.
No, they don't.
They don't. Actually, not to cut you off, but actually, a pedophile, they're not going to give you as much time. And when you got out of jail, your living conditions going to be better than they was before you went to jail. And they're going to place you in a nice neighborhood around Timmy, Jack, Jill, and Scott. So, you feel me?
It just don't make no sense.
It just don't make no sense. It's a backward nation. It's a lot of weird things going on. But, our justice system.
Yeah. Now we want to see what they're gonna bring to the table first. Like the stuff with Cassie, if we're gonna call a spade, it was definitely the abusive stuff is not cool, no way, shape, or form. But it's just like a drug-filled abusive relationship. From the stories all these bodyguards is telling, they was going back and forth, getting high, fighting on each other.
Two toxic people.
Yeah, he's the man, so obviously it's worse on his part. That's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? But is that like a life sentence? Because right now it's just ordering large amounts of drugs for the party. I don't even know if it's large amounts of drugs. They never said how much, but I'm assuming like enough to get a whole party high.
Diddy doing it big?
Yeah, come on, yeah. Ordering male prostitutes to bang her, ordering female prostitutes to have probably entertain the party. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically the charges. It's like, does that constitute a life sentence? In like reality, I don't think so. But in the way the definition of the law is set up, yes. But then the other X factor is all these lawsuits that you got coming into play. So we don't know what they're gonna bring out once the trial starts, once they start showing them tapes. Because who knows, they might add more charges on them. So I don't want to all the way defend them yet, but from what they're presenting to us, just the feds, it looked like BS.
I wouldn't say you defend him. It's just, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
That part.
So until they can prove to us that he's guilty, people going to have their doubts and their speculations about what's actually going on. Because it just seemed a little weird.
Yeah.
The man can't get bail. And I understand that part.
You can't call witnesses, though. That's just what that is.
I understand that part. And then you still supposedly in jail doing that, having people three-way to witness or relaying messages. They hearing all that. I'm pretty sure they went to your notebook and found some stuff. Yeah. So they definitely made it known that they're going after the juggler. They're definitely going after that.
They're going for the MC stuff.
They trying to whip him for him having his kids. Was it his birthday or was their birthday?
It was his birthday.
But they sung happy birthday to him, and then it made the news. Yeah. And they saying he trying to change the narrative, the public narrative.
But that's what you're supposed to do. Y'all changed
that was super weird to me because y'all already put the Cassie video out to make me look like a monster. Now everybody in the jury look like I'm just a monster, and I'm down there guilty until proven innocent.
When you up against these overzealous prosecutors, they don't want you to defend yourself. They want you to look like they want to paint this picture, and how dare you try to reverse the narrative on the picture we painted, which is crazy. Like they can't sing happy birthday to me, my family. Like, so for them to even make that a problem just goes to show you what type of time they on. They really not trying to let him go. They raided his cell before the first bail hearing. Now they listening to the phone conversations, which that one you got to already know that though. You got to already know they listening. You're not smarter than them thinking you're going to use somebody else's number and they're going to be like, oh God, how do you do that? And I know, like, come on, bro. You gotta be sharper than that. But they don't want to let him go. Whoever got a hold of him, whoever made that call, that was a strong call, and they're not gonna let this man go. At least not until the trial does what it do. So, hey man,
how much time you think they gonna P Diddy gonna get?
You're a billionaire, so I don't think they're gonna hit him with an elbow. But I don't think they ain't even gonna do him like they did R. Kelly, because R. Kelly not getting out. He's not gonna get off with the Bill Cosby treatment, the little 6 years and come home. He's gonna be somewhere in between there. I would say a good 10 years, 8 to 10 years.
That sounds like a plea. I don't think they're gonna offer him no pleas.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna offer him no pleas.
If he can just beat it down. If he can get all the extras off of it and just get it down to like what y'all actually accusing me of, which is really just like domestic violence and ordering drugs and prostituting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me my 8 to 10 years or whatever and let me go home. You feel me? He go to Club Fed. He go do 5 years in there. unless they add the violence on there for actually hitting Cassie. So then he gonna go do it 8 years.
Not like that, but that don't even really matter in this case. It's that RICO. It was come with a minimum. A minimum of 20.
Bobby Schmurder got hit with the RICO.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And how much he did, like a 10 ball? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no, did he get I don't think he got hit with a RICO.
It definitely started as that, the gang injunction. Let me see.
Yeah, look it up. But this I was watching my boy Yak, and he was breaking some stuff down. And of course they hit R. Kelly with the child pornography and those charges, but what really got him a lot of time was that, but also that RICO and the trafficking. The trafficking,
yeah.
So the trafficking is serious.
You gotta show Bobby Schmurder was conspiracy for murder as a part of the RICO in 2014. He got sentenced to 7 years. So when you actually start breaking these RICOs down, and if you can plead to a certain part of it, if they allow you to plead to a certain part of it, you can get that deal, which is what I ultimately think might end up with Diddy. It just seemed like they own him a little bit harder than they was.
So what about the trafficking part?
You gotta. That's
for him to not get no time on that. He got to beat that.
The drug or sex trafficking.
The sex trafficking.
The sex trafficking.
Sending a human against
Yeah, but I think that's what you got to try to get it to try to get it to the jury. Like, it was soliciting prostitution across state lines, and the sex trafficking part is really gonna come into play is if somebody says, "I didn't want to do it." That's where they're gonna bang them at. If everybody says, "I did this willingly, it was cool, I wanted to come out there, I took some money or whatever," I think you can get it down to a lesser charge.
I think they already might have somebody saying that. That's why they hit him with the charge.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I think they already might have somebody saying that.
Potentially, that's what he's up against. So we're gonna see. But it's Diddy though. If anybody gonna make something shake, it's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So
not with him digging a deeper hole for himself. He ain't gonna make nothing shake. Yeah. And he can be a billionaire, but he still can't buy his freedom.
No, he can't buy it, but he can buy good lawyers that can.
He can buy a good lawyer, but he's not even getting bail right now. You feel me?
He's not gonna get bail though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, bro, you feel me? They really want that man, done and one and done. They really want that man. Somebody got something against him, and we already know who it is.
Yeah.
And
Diego.
Yeah, and they want that man up out of there. That's why I'm saying. I think.
But see, their whole objective was to get that lawsuit dismissed, and if they just get a conviction on any of this, he off the dribble. That lawsuit that he got that awarded $2 billion to go out the window because he violated the moral code of the contract, which is in a lot of these contracts for celebrity, because you like the face. So there's also a moral code stipulated in them contracts. So if he beat that, then all that go out the window. And I think that's what they're trying to achieve. And they don't want to let him out, because if you let him out and fight it from the street, it's more chances that he might beat it or he might just get up out of there. Who knows? Bruh,
the powers that be, the man, the feds, when they tell you chill out on something and you don't chill out, there is no second chance, bro. There is no, we just gonna since you didn't listen to it the first time, we try to give you a warning. We just gonna spank you with a little.
Who's the only one that beat the feds?
I don't see that. You gotta Murder Inc.
Yak Gotti.
Yeah.
That was a little plea. I don't know if that Bobby Schmurder was.
It didn't beat him. It didn't beat him.
Yeah. I know.
And you got to be also with that right there. It's either the Southern District of New York or the Northern District, and I know they run things a little bit different.
I think they're Southern District, and it's still 98. So, however they played this, he's still gonna. But that 98 conviction rate is due to the fact that most people take plea out.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so that plea. I'm pretty sure Diddy jumping on anything under 15. I mean, if I was him, anything under 15, it's like, I'll take that. I know y'all want this out of me. Give it to me with halftime, but I know feds don't work like that. I don't know if it is halftime in the feds, but
no, that's all 85, baby.
Yeah, so 10, give me 85. 10. I mean, 10 with 85, anything around 10 with 85, I would jump on that if I was Diddy. I'm gonna keep it real, because I know y'all not gonna let me walk away scot-free. I done did too much. But if I can, if I got some give back at the end of it, I could come home, for sure, I'll jump on that if I was in Diddy's shoes.
Let me ask you this too. How many out of all them new lawsuits, I think it's 120?
Yeah.
How many of those you think are real?
I would say 1/3. I'm gonna keep it real.
So 1/3 of that is 40? Yeah, that's 40. That's 40. That's 40 lawsuits.
40 lawsuits?
Yep, 40 lawsuits out of 120.
I would say 10. 10 to 15 of them are real.
That's still a lot.
10 to 15, but then it's like real enough to get them on. It's like, I think a lot of those people wanted to be there, wanted to party, and I know the vast majority of them are money grabs. The exact number of who he did some of that. I ain't gonna say he didn't do nothing. That's too many people not to do nothing. But we know the people that he was around, the Cassies, those people that have been telling this story for years and years, those are the ones that I believe. The ones that just coming from which way all of a sudden, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
You got accused of some pretty wild stuff, bro.
But we just seen like the first lady that came out after a lot of them was texting the boyfriend, hey, yeah, collaborate this story with me, I'll give you $3 million.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of those, but then it's going to be a lot of, truth to this too, though.
I'm going to keep it real. Them tapes going to tell the story. No matter however we come up, them tapes that's going to come out.
The tapes, the hard drive.
That's going to tell the story.
The hard drive of his that they got,
Yeah, so.
It's going to say a lot.
We're going to see how this play out. I'll give it to mid next year. We might be like, oh, this was awesome BS, or we might be like, oh, this is wilder than we ever thought.
I don't think the trial even gonna start then.
I think it was a set date.
Yeah, but it's so many different lawsuits coming from Timbuktu and
how did that work?
Wakanda and all like that. I'm just saying, like, no, those still gotta be processed, and they ain't started even processing those because they ain't finished the shit that excuse my language. They ain't finished the stuff that's they got in front of them.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but how does that work? If I'm fighting for my life against the feds, like I don't got time to entertain everybody who coming out the cuts saying, "Oh, he did this, that, and the third." And I would like to think the justice system like pushes all the civil back until the actual criminal cases is done. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's like that for his sake. Because if not, then people just gonna get rewarded stuff. You're gonna forget about it. It's 120 of them. It's no way you can keep up with 120 lawsuits. Your lawyers can't keep up with that.
They let them file them.
Yeah, you can sue anybody for anything at any time.
I'm just saying though, like if it's filed, it has to be on somebody's desk and they have to go over it. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
That's all I'm saying.
For sure. But we're gonna stay tuned on that. We definitely gonna keep you updated as more details come out. We're gonna go back to this brother right here.
Who you talking about?
We glad Jeffrey home. Shout out, man. Jeffrey. We still waiting on you, to drop them first couple tracks. Take your time, brother. We just the fans listening to the music. You're a grown man. You got to handle what you got to handle. But your camp, I hope you clear house around that motherfucker. Excuse me. I hope you clear house because it was looking shaky around there.
House cleared. He can't even be around any of them.
True.
The house was cleared.
But
Woody. So all this is Woody. Yes. Why you said that?
Yeah.
Because he's listening to everybody's life. They just have
black man.
One the home is finally made.
Hold on. Can I play that one more time? Let me run that back for y'all.
Woody. So all this is Woody. Yes. Why you said that?
Woody.
Because he's listening to everybody's life. They just have
in the hog tie.
One the home is finally made.
That's the gang for you, baby.
It's disgusting, bro.
That's the gang for you.
And you eating just the chicken. He wasn't just eating chicken. He was really
he really was busting the chicken down.
Moving.
It was
moving. Like, come on, bro.
And speaking with animosity in his voice, like he couldn't wait to do that.
Yeah, bro.
Let me get 10 flats and some of that Wingstop Ranch.
Every time it's like cool, like
extra crispy.
We ain't taking up for Gunna, but it's like I said, it's like
you ain't taking up for Gunna. Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't taking up for Gunna, but it was like I said, hey, Gunna didn't do what Woody did, and now you got Yak Gotti that's telling on Woody, who telling on like it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole breakdown of everybody, how they broke it down. Y'all supposed to be big thugging, YSL, blood gang, all that. And for y'all to break it down, and Yak Gotti, that's the one that stood on top of YFN Lucci car at the Lenox Mall and took the picture. You know what I'm saying? And was standing on business. That's Mr. Stand on Business right there.
It makes sense now.
His name is Stand on Chicken. That's what his name is now. It's the way he was eating them chicken wings up in that interrogation room. Is like you. I don't like them type of people. Them the worst type of people that come across us in these inner cities because it's like, bro, you such the front runner. You're in front of the beef. Oh, I missed to do this, do that. and you in the back room eating chicken. You in the back room eating chicken, breaking it down, talking to these people like you grew up with these people. Yeah. You can go big on that.
That boy was definitely starving. He was starving to talk, and he was starving to eat. Yak Gotti was supposed to be one of them guys, and he definitely wouldn't have had no career if it wasn't for Jeffrey. It just goes to show you, man, this stuff, the street life ain't how it's proclaimed to be, and it's been like that for a minute now. And just an old fact, the YFN guys, they were saying this. I don't know if people was listening to them or not, but they were saying every time we get busy on one of them, we go to jail. Yeah. They must to be had told. But when nobody really hearing it,
I'm gonna say this:
Young Thug, the bigger artist and bigger than YFN Lucci. So
not to cut you off, when the feds is watching one, and this not their defense because they tell them when the feds is watching one set of group of people, if they got their eyes on them, and here you come up the street trying to break them down, do whatever, you get caught on camera because they already watching them. So that, and obviously they've been investigating them for the better part of the last 10 years. So they're telling too, but it may be y'all falling into the traps that's already set up for them.
Come on, man.
Nah, it's real spill.
It's real spill, but it's been more than just that one incident, bro.
Yeah.
It's been more than just that one. I know exactly. I mean, of course that comes into play, but it's stuff that happened before that, bro.
I think they told. Obviously they told. I'm just saying, like, and sometimes you fall into the trap that's already being said. You know
they already knew both of them was going at it. It's public it's been public on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that. They've been going at it for years.
For sure.
It's been in the songs. I shot up Mama House, he don't mention my name no more.
Yeah, they've been
going at it for years, and which is also dumb to put your business on the forefronts of social media.
I see
real G's moving silence. Real G's don't move like that. You feel me? And you don't have to be a real G. You can be yourself.
I had some relatives down there in Atlanta, and I used to go down there when I was young. He used to be like a club promoter. He used to tell me, like, like, y'all from Cali, like, y'all get away with way more stuff out there than we get away with out there. Because, like, out there, they said they just don't mess around like that. They say they will hang you out there, figuratively, because you still in that good old South. And then now that you see this in full circle, like, y'all trying to keep up these wars, like y'all in Chicago, y'all down in New Orleans, but the state came and hit them with the RICO. So it just go to show, like you said, it's stupid. Like, the way they was moving down there was reckless, loose. And when y'all got caught, y'all ain't stand no business.
They was getting away with a lot of it until they had key, snitches and witnesses and stuff like that.
You can't even tell who the first person that told is.
Yeah.
It's so much of it. It's like, I want to be like, oh, Woody, but it's so many of them telling, like.
Yeah, it's YSL tell.
YSL tell. You don't think none of the YFN told either?
Man.
Yeah, we ain't seen it yet.
The way, I ain't really heard too much. Lucci, kinda, sorta. He tried to attack me in prison. They tried to kill me.
Was that on the phone? Was that a dry on the phone?
I don't know if it was dry on the phone. I don't know if it was to the lawyer to go relay that to the judge or something. But I'm gonna leave that part alone. It's a lot of telling going on all over the United States, especially down there, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Especially down there, man.
Everywhere. Yeah.
It's just crazy. All this shoot 'em up, bang bang, and then you telling on me, and those be considered some of the hardest dudes as we see in the hoods. The ones that's murking and testifying.
I mean, what killed the game is the social media. I'm gonna keep social media. Social media. Shit. Everybody know what everybody doing. Bro. Everybody know what everybody doing. Everybody know who's who. Everybody knows, they into it with them over there. Each individual person got a profile, and ain't nobody hiding nothing. Ain't nobody trying to be discreet. After they go pull a skit, they hop on live and get to taunting them, get to talking. It's like, it's how is it not hard to be a cop nowadays? Like, and they don't got to get outside, knock on no doors. Mm-mm. They don't got to do no good old fashioned police work. They sit back in their office, and once something happen, they probably just go on their little live story. Like, let me see what he did. So I'm saying, it's like y'all setting yourself up. So then when y'all get in this room and they got all this information on y'all, like, yeah, we know you do. Like, oh, somebody telling on me. Nah, that was them over there. You feel me? Y'all they setting themselves up. So it's
going to continue to be like that too, because nowadays you can get paid off of broadcasting your gang wars and stuff like that.
Facts.
So I think it's gonna be like that for a long time, and it's only gonna get more spookier and dumber, and just we're gonna see all type of just
you see
hoggish and doggish, stuff just coming out. Younger generation, thug, mid-30s, it's just it's a fad that we in now. You feel me? And it's a horrible fad because if it's really up, you ain't even got to speak on it.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not finna save you. I'm not finna let you know what I'm finna do my next move. I don't even want to talk to you like that. You feel me?
Part. It's just scary though, because the ones that grew up watching this and didn't come up, didn't start doing it. They grew up watching it. It's just gonna get worse. They just think they're gonna think it's normal.
And if they that dumb, get them out of here.
Man.
Get them out of here so I can have kids and raise them to be successful and they can be safe and they can go to school and come back home and don't got to get banged on and got to have a dance competition through the slums just to make it back to the house. Mm-hmm. And ain't nobody trying to sell them no crack.
It don't even count if you don't tell them yourself nowadays.
Oh, it don't. That's
how it is. Like, if you don't tell them yourself, it don't count. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't let them people know you did this at what time and drop just the most blatant hint, the biggest blues clues you can, it don't even count. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if that's how y'all playing, y'all playing a short game.
I was wondering why Yak Gotti didn't take that same, proffer, not proffer, but was it a proffer? No, you got to give him some information. So I was wondering why Yak he didn't take that plea deal that Young Thug took, and he doing something else. Yeah, Yak Gotti, I think, is still in jail for sure.
Right now.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. A lot of y'all be telling y'all still stay in jail, but Young Thug is out, but he's so stipulated, he damn near still in jail.
He can't even think about Yak Gotti.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in jail.
In reality, Yak Gotti, he must have did more actual crimes than if he didn't take that deal. And he told, so he probably trying to be something bigger than what Young Thug, because in all actuality, Thug didn't do nothing. I'm saying, like, personally himself, like, I don't think they got him driving down the street getting on something. So
yeah, I think
Gotti probably had to tell a little bit more so he can.
I think it was something bigger because he was a stepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was
I mean, that's what you call him.
He's a lemon pepper stepper. That's what they call him nowadays.
Yeah, lemon pepper stepper.
Don't nobody
the definition.
Don't nobody care what you do nowadays. If you up in the blick on somebody, you cool. You feel me?
These gangster tattletales, man, they'll shoot you and tell him.
That's why it's weird out here. It's crazy.
The game ain't fair no more. When somebody will pop you and drop a statement on you, you playing the wrong game. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You might as well just go on, go get you a job, go on, just go do something else with life because it ain't fair.
Pick you a passion and keep mashing.
That part.
Yeah, because all this other stuff is just gonna have you up in there with Bubba, and Bubba been working out for 20 years, and you coming up in there off all them Zans and Yerks.
With some paperwork on your name.
And with some paperwork. You gonna be fish food, baby.
Oh, God.
You gonna be ironing drawers. You gonna have to ask when to use the bathroom. For you youngsters out there, if it go down like that, you're gonna have to ask that man, when can I use the bathroom? When can I go? Woo. You gonna have to ask all that, You wanna, I know some of y'all be wearing crop tops now, but do you really want to wear one permanently up in the joint? Come on now.
Yeah, hey man,
you don't want to be a Saguni.
Before you pick up that gun, get down and do 100 push-ups at one time. Before you pick up a gun, get down and do 100 push-ups in 50-50, 40-40. If you can't do that, don't pick up no gun. Because when you go up in there and you 120, 130, 50 pounds, Bubba been in there. He 220. You feel me? 6'1".
That's light.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the light man. I'm saying, so it's like, before y'all go get up in there, you know what I mean? You might want to think about that. Cause it ain't no guns in there, bro. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't nobody gonna save you either. And they gonna be like, oh, he 35, he 18. No, ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, no, that's out of pocket. You gonna have to see that man. So, hey, man,
I'm gonna give you some game straight from the crib. When your mama tell you one of your friends ain't cool, she 100% correct. He's not cool. Cause that's the friend that secretly envies you in the back of his mind. You hitting the girl that he can't hit or want to hit. And moms just have that mother's intuition, and they see things because they're older
and they've been there
and they've been there and I don't know, they just know, they see it, and when somebody show you or tell you who they are, believe them. Believe them. I got a couple partners that did some weird stuff, and unfortunately I had to believe them if I don't want to end up in that situation again. It was some stuff that I just couldn't respect, but definitely just just something to sit on your brains, young guys out there and young ladies, because a lot of young ladies are getting into this gang culture and all like that. If you got to tote, you got to tote. If it's up, it's up. You got to do what you got to do. Protect yourself at all costs. But all this freelancing and just hard when you got it on you, but then when you ain't got it on you, quiet as a church mouse. All that's lame. All that's sap behavior. But just be smart, make your next move your best move, and if you're gonna do it, do it by yourself.
And stop. I would just stop trusting people. If you're a member that met another member on the internet, like, yeah, bro, that's not it, bro. I'm not trying to get at nobody how they get down, but that's not. If you ain't been through the mud with somebody, bro. If you ain't been tested with that person, you know what I'm saying. If y'all don't got common people in common, if you don't know his mama, they don't know your mama. Like, if y'all ain't really been through it together, bro. Stop being so trustworthy. I don't think just because y'all got in that car and been together that he ain't gonna tell on you, because he'll tell on you faster than anybody else. You barely know this man. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people could tell on you, get ghosts and leave, and you'll never even know where they came from. Because the way some of y'all be rocking, y'all just be meeting up and come on now, just be smooth, be sharper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gotti, he got a pocket. I think he was eating the chicken bones too. The way he's making that sound, no etiquette at all. He
was sucking on that bone. No Diddy.
Eating and telling and eating. You feel me?
It's sickening, man. It's sickening.
But that's how it's going. So just take a photographic memory. I mean, we get these videos every year. They drop them on us. This guy telling, and don't think just because you lent a helping hand or you helped somebody out when their girl wouldn't help them out or their family wouldn't help them out, that they're not gonna tell on you. That the loyalty, because when it come to that loyalty and it come to life, the first thing to a human is self-preservation.
That part.
So people are naturally gonna preserve themselves. It's only a few that's gonna stand tall, take it on the chin, no Diddy, and sit down and do their time. And then that's even becoming far in between, because the people that standing up and doing what they got to do and keeping it solid ain't getting no help once they get behind the walls. So you ain't getting no phone calls, you ain't getting no letters, you ain't getting no money on your books, but you know what you is getting? You getting your baby mama banged to death by the whole squad. You feel me? They speaking on you. Now everybody's saying what they would have did to you if you was out, and somebody slapping your son around.
That gangster credibility go out the door. They gonna discredit what you did for them. They gonna act like you ain't do nothing. They gonna act like, oh, that nigga's a, you know what I'm saying? He's a weenie. He ain't doing nothing. I ain't saying nothing. But anyway, they gonna discredit you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's been past 10 now, brother.
But still though,
I got you. But man. For sure though. But yeah, man.
Out of sight, out of mind.
They don't love you like they say they love you. It's only gonna be a few real ones that's gonna stay in your corner through that thing. And your girl probably not one of them. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
When you got a real one, you gotta reciprocate the energy.
That part.
I definitely know some real ones. Every time I didn't call and picked up and shot me some dollars. My brother right here, for sure. You feel me? That's why a lot of y'all see us still rocking till this day. 22 years later. You feel me? So
that part.
And it's this is just my brother, man. That's how it's
been through the mud, man. We've been through the mud, man. Through it all together, man.
We ain't fighting over no hoes, none of that. You feel me?
Never have, never will. You know what I'm saying? But this is the one we gotta cover. Man, this is a big one for you, right? Drake.
It's the Drake one.
His end of the bargain after here's the deal. Allegedly, Drake recouped the money that UMG gave him, and he wanted to negotiate for a higher price. Allegedly, they didn't want to, even after he fulfilled his end of the bargain. After an audit, UMG allegedly bought 67% of Kendrick Lamar streams, and this beef was allegedly a play to defame Drake so he couldn't get a better deal from UMG. A deal that he had earned from recouping the record label money and conflict of interest because Drake did what was asked of him. There's a push going on, and UMG and Spotify are in partnership. So, hey man, listen.
Let me go big on this.
Go ahead.
Let me just break down what this man just said. All right. So, headline, breaking news: Drake is suing Kendrick. Wrong. Drake is suing Universal Music Group, which is Drake is also signed to. He's suing the issue that happened between him, the beef between him and Kendrick, because if you didn't hear him correctly, UMG, Universal Music Group, bought 67% of the plays that They Not Like Us got during that beef. They were paying for radio play. They was playing the same group, the same record label Drake signed to was paying for record play, paying for spins, streams against Drake. Why would they do that? He signed to the label because Drake fulfilled the contract that he had with Universal Music Group. So he broke all the if you put this in football terms, he got all the yards he was supposed to get, the touchdowns. He did everything he said he was gonna do for y'all. Got y'all money back then, son. Now it's time to renegotiate the contract. So all of a sudden, in renegotiation year, here come Kendrick and hopping on Future song, all of a sudden dissing Drake. Did we know about any Drake-Kendrick problems before that? No, we never heard about that, right? So why all of a sudden you got so much animosity towards me? I brought you on tour. I gave you your first big tour. I gave you your hits. I gave all y'all hits. It's because the record label don't want to pay Drake. So when y'all saying, oh, he's suing, that's not rap. Hip-hop is business. So if they owe that man money, he deserves his money. You know what I'm saying? So if he got to do what he got to do to get his money, hey, man, I'm standing right behind Drake, bro, because it's not about, oh, yeah, he's a controversial. This is just about what's wrong and what's right. Because the same people that y'all saying Drake is, or his background, and y'all trying to say he ain't black and his background is this and that, that's the same people pulling the strings behind Kendrick that's making him do what he did. So think about that before y'all be like, oh, man. And hey, man, I love Kendrick, man. Shout out LA, man. I see you brought some Bay Area cats down there. You know, you putting on, but you know what your motivation was behind that. And if it was really from the heart, cool. But if it was really you getting your strings pulled, come on, man. You got to stand on something because you stand for that pride, right? Stand on something. You know what I'm saying? Go big on there.
Kendrick, cool. He got some hits. It was called Squabble. That I just seen the video. You can say he's showing love. You know, it's love, but we don't do that no more up here. We're not going dumb on scraper bikes and like we had you know, Ben's burgers, you know, just jumping around, telling you when to go. We don't do that no more. You feel me? But appreciate it. You know, I know them gentlemen got paid or you know they got, you know, some promotion, you know, out there. Yeah, this beef came out of nowhere. Man. And before this, the only thing I could remember Kendrick saying was Drake was one of the first people to take me on tour with him that really, you know, got me exposed to the music industry. And you know, Drake brings you somewhere, his fans gonna tune into you.
For sure.
And he has a major paramount fan base, you know, so you know, and just for myself, somebody look out for me, I'm gonna look out for them, you know, and it don't even got to be a consistent lookout. It just mattered to me. I'm just talking about me. Somebody look out for me when I'm down and out. I'm big coming on that. Or coming up, you know, that's big because they didn't have to. You know, they didn't have to. Like I said, self-preservation. You don't got to help nobody but your seeds, and that's preservation. You know, so yeah, it just came out of nowhere. And of course, it was some good music and all like that, and all that good stuff. I'm like, man, you know, because Drake known for, you know, the smash of the baby mama or the smash of the girlfriend, and a lot of rappers they holler this and all that, but they really sensitive and they really saps behind closed doors. Not saying anything with Kendrick, but now we see where it's coming from. You know, I think it was, you know, like you said, that's how it happened. And now it's just playing in my head.
It makes sense.
Universal Music Group.
Makes sense.
Kendrick, you want a little extra woo woo?
You want to be the next one.
We're going to put this machine behind you.
Your turn.
We don't want to pay this man Drake. He didn't have his run. You upcoming. You are being neck and neck. Mm-hmm. But, you know, he just had that little, you know, now, you feel me? We don't want this. We don't want to even do business like that with him, or just not the same business. So we're going to do this, bop, bop, bop. Because, you know, it was everywhere. And then it just died down. Like kind of like this.
And now Kendrick is at the top of everything. G-Max, I haven't listened to it. I hear it's cool. I hear it's mid. Cool. But now it seemed like Kendrick is getting that Drake push that Drake was just getting a year ago, 2 years ago. And it seemed like that push just kind of went down for Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's still kind of dropping, but that same steam, Drake's steam ain't behind him. And it's like, did you go in that back room and make that deal, Kendrick? That's really all I want to know. If you didn't, if it was really fair. I mean, they audited it. So audited it means they looked through them records. So they clearly seen Universal Music Group pay for 67% bots, which is crazy, man. That's not cool, bro. Like, no matter how you look at who the people is, take it away. That's why you who's watching this, local artists, that's why you can't get on the radio. You can't get on these playlists. It's because these big companies is buying up all these streams and your record can't break through. Even though you might got a hotter record than Not Like Us and Family Matters and all that put together, but you can't get no burn because
Not Like Us was pretty hot.
Huh?
Not Like Us was pretty hot.
I'm saying for the local dude who got a hot track, you can't even get on because they buying up everything. You can't even get on the radio because they buying up everything.
They've been doing that for a long time.
They've been doing it for a long time.
It's a machine.
But all I'm saying is, bro, it's like, yeah, man, was it genuine? You know what I'm saying? Because all, Future just said, well, who I'm beefing with? I ain't beefing with nobody. Are you saying that because you realize the play got exposed? Only thing that what I am going to say about Drake, he might be, probably didn't grow up like the rest of us or whatever. He may not be from here over there. But that's what's also playing in his favor right now. He probably know a little bit more than what the average do. The average artist would probably been like,
business a long time.
Yeah, exactly. He'd probably been like, oh man, he just killed me. But he know like, hey, something ain't right about that. He probably sent that lawyer over there like, look through that for me real quick. Because he probably done did it before. Who knows? I'm saying?
I mean, Drake is half Jewish, so he gonna count every penny.
Yeah,
no shade.
Nice.
I'm just saying,
crazy.
He gonna make every dollar work, and he gonna lift up every couch seat to get every penny. So
I'm saying,
I expect him to sue and all that Kendrick squabble up. Y'all ain't finna have no fight.
Yeah, he definitely got them type of people in his corner that play these dirty games. So he probably noticed it like, hey, yeah, they playing a dirty game with you right now. And it's like Stephen Curry, it's like your Michael Jordan, it's like your LeBron. Even though your best years is probably behind you, but you gave us our championships. So we owe you this money. You feel me? Jordan, when he was playing, his career gross, like when he was playing for the Bulls, it was like 30 million total. When he played for the Wizards, he got like more than that in 1 year because they were paying him for what he already did. Now Drake may be on the latter part of his career, the later part of his career, but they still, because he can still keep going. But they owe him. They owe him for all that. And I know it's a crazy number that they really owe him and they don't want to pay him. So it's like, do I pay him or do I just get rid of him? And maybe he played this dirty game before. Who knows? But that's what's going on, man.
The whole industry is a dirty game.
For sure.
Ain't no friends in the industry. You scratch my back, I'm supposed to scratch your back because you didn't have to scratch mine in the first place. It don't go like that. You help, give me exposure. But now I'm speaking down on you.
Yeah.
How you feel about the Kendrick and Lil Wayne situation?
I think, like leave Lil Wayne alone. First off, that's a legend. Like Kendrick, what you on? Like, why you even coming at Wayne? What he said he should have performed at New Orleans. Big deal. Only reason he said that because when the Super Bowl just in LA, it was an LA show. And shout out to LA. I love the California love, but it's in New Orleans. Like, let the New Orleans, because New Orleans, we know Louisiana, we all grew up off Louisiana music, whether it would be the Hot Boys or Cash Money, No Limit. That's what we came. Boosie, Webby, you know what I'm saying? So they got something rocking down there. Their mind was let them get the shine on. They shine on. I know how business work. I know Wayne is pop, but I know a lot of New Orleans ain't necessarily as pop as a Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, so I get it. But for them just to keep the California trend going because of the Kendrick, because of a diss track though, it's like, do you deserve a Super Bowl show because you had a hot diss track?
I'll say this. I definitely feel like, if not Wayne, somebody of his caliber from New Orleans should have been, at the show. But we got to give it to Kendrick. He had the hottest song. He was the hottest artist of this year.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just don't like how he went at Wayne like, hey, if I don't congratulate you, I don't congratulate you. If I feel some type of way, I feel some type of way because this is my city. This is my home. Like
do I talk to you any other time for me to be calling and congratulating you?
Exactly. And it's like, when it was in California, it was a Cali party, But Kendrick been doing his thing this year.
For sure.
And I'm pretty sure Universal Music Group has put some money over there. It probably sat down with Jay-Z and this is what we need to do. But even if that wasn't that, Kendrick probably would still do the show. Now, before this little tension came between them, back in my mind, in a perfect world, Kendrick was gonna get on there, do his thing, bring Wayne out. But I don't know if that can even happen now. Now that they got this little fake, little tension going on. There's a little feud going on, and it's like he just going at everybody that's either, not everybody, but going after the main.
They still aligned on the same side though. Drake still. I don't know if he's still signing Cash Money, but he came up on the Cash Money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he going after everybody over there that's on that side of the field. You know, Drake and Wayne, you know, came up together. You know, and it, you know, I guess he feel like you know, a lot of Kendrick fans feel like, I mean, Kendrick won the battle, but he probably did win the battle. But it's a whole war going on right now.
What you supposed to do? Like go against your little brother? If somebody come beat up your little brother, like what you supposed to take the dude who beat up your little brother's side? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, good job, you with my little brother. Yeah, let's do a track together. Like, nah, he gotta stand by his little brother. That's who Drake is to Lil Wayne. So it's like, what did you expect, Kendrick? Like he was finna be like, oh yeah, man, you did him dirty too. No, he gotta stand. That's what being solid is about. You feel me? And I believe Wayne got some loyalty in him because when everybody else left Cash Money, Wayne stayed right there. Whether or not he was getting paid, we don't know. Well, it came out later that he wasn't even getting paid right, but he stayed loyal to that side. So, of course, he going to do that to somebody under him if he did it to somebody over him. So, like, I don't know what you expected, Kendrick. Maybe this is a part of your plan. Maybe this is a part of the UMG plan. But, yeah, man, shout out to you, though. At the same time, the music is hot. Shout out to you for putting on them LA underground artists. I don't want to just take away from what you're doing. Shout out to you for, you know, showing our little moment and shine. I feel it though. I'm just big on loyalty, you know what I'm saying? And it just seemed like a disloyal move. That's the only thing that I don't like about this whole situation. Feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, but we're gonna see how that play out, how this lawsuit play out. You think Kendrick had knowledge of this whole situation?
Of course.
Yeah.
They talk about all that.
Yeah,
it's a device, you know, a plan, you know, sit down, come up with a blueprint and attack it. And most of the time you got a good amount of money behind something is going to work. But then all the dirt, you know, that's done in the dark comes to the light. And I'm pretty sure there'll probably be more stuff that's coming out. But that's how it is when you at the top of anything, sports, whatever. People can't wait on your downfall. And there's always going to be some young student that wants to go against the sensei. And I guess that's just a natural way of life. Yeah. Some people can say, hey, Drake been doing it for too long. Need to pass the torch. I don't feel like that. I just feel like if you drop it on bars, people gonna respect it and they're gonna recite it. But it's a lot of stuff going on. You could be the 45th best rapper in the world, and they gonna spin your song more than the number one rapper in the world, and then it's gonna make it seem like you better than who and so and so. And we all love competition. We all love the disses. Drake, Meek Mill, Nas, Jay-Z. You know, it's all competitive, and it does make for rap as a whole a better platform, and that's why hip hop is one of the most paid attention to things, and you know that's going on right now. It's bigger than hip hop is bigger than it's ever been at any point in time. But I just hope. Because Kendrick supposed to be one of them lyrical brothers, that can drop a 16, but also have some knowledge up in there. And I just hope it just don't turn into all just diss tracks. But once you drop that one, you got to hit it with a follow up. And the formula right now is it's to
come at everybody.
It's to throw a rock in a glass house. Because I'm pretty sure everything is a two-way street. You just got to worry about keeping your side of the street clean. But when you throwing and are you pointing, it's always something coming back at you because all of us got some type of dirt, some type of skeletons or something. And it's going to come out in the rap beef and it's going to make it entertaining. But overall, I hope Wayne and them can, come to some type of agreement and not just a cameo, but, let Wayne get a song off or bring Cash Money out or something, or, just somebody because it is New Orleans. New Orleans is very big on the hip hop culture. Some of our biggest moguls come from down there in the boot, so the culture, pay homage, Do
you think Wayne can hang with Kendrick in the same type of battle that Drake and them just had?
Wayne ain't never proven that he couldn't. I'll just say this. This Wayne right here, I don't know if Wayne is sober, but I know if Wayne was getting high, Kendrick wouldn't have a chance. Kendrick wouldn't have a chance. If Wayne was leaned out and having seizures, Kendrick, you'd be done. But this Wayne that's with the three dreads and the you know, the little Ren and Stimpy body.
I'm trying to think of a battle. Yeah, we ain't heard Wayne drop Wayne. I think he retired status now, but we ain't heard no like good old school dedication to Wayne in a while. But I'm trying to think.
I'm not checking for it. I'm gonna be honest. Wayne, for sure. And Wayne one of them guys.
It would have came though. If it was out there, it's Wayne. I feel like it would have hit our ears. But
I mean, I'll be off the old Wayne. They could have dropped it. It could have been number one selling album. I'm still off the Jump Jiggy. I'm still off the Grown Man. I'm still off DJ and you know all that. You know all that. Three. Carter 1, 2, 3, all that good stuff, you know.
I'm trying to think if I ever remember Wayne going head up with somebody. I know Gilly came at him, you know what I'm saying? But
didn't nobody want the Wayne head up. Didn't nobody want that. Yeah, you'll say a little something, you know, whoop, whoop, you know, but you know.
Yeah, nobody tried him when he was on. Not that I can remember. You know, he paid homage to Jay-Z, right? But I can't remember nobody at his neck. Oh wait, maybe Juvie dropped a diss song, but that's
Juvenile.
I think that's Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at least somebody that was on like Wayne pedigree or at least a step below. Juvie's like, it's kind of like.
Juvie was my favorite Hot Boy.
No, Juvie is a legend. I'm just saying at the time that Wayne was hot.
Time.
It's like, you know, it's like, you know, we're going to pay attention to if somebody, you know, in the same doghouse or in that realm drop a diss, you know, it'll make sense. But Kendrick, just do your thing, man. It's a long road. Tomorrow's not promised to nobody. One day at a time, brother. You hot right now, but just as fast as you get hot, you can get cold. I know you ain't finna get cold no time soon, but you know, just do your thing and don't forget to have humility, you know, and be humble because you're in a good situation right now. Yeah. And I know you've worked hard. I ain't taking nothing away from you.
Yeah, don't overdo it to the point to where you hurt where you kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you just keep going down that alley. But this whole thing, this just makes me have this thought, right? During that beef between Kendrick and Drake, since he's suing UMG, like, did Universal Music Group, is them the ones that had the Mole and Drake camp?
It'll probably be the last little whoop.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Was them the ones that had the Mole and Drake camp? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember how Kendrick just had all this inside information? The daughter, it's like, y'all leave your thought in the comments, man. Do you feel like Universal Music Group assisted Kendrick in this battle? Remember, Kendrick found out Drake had another illegitimate child. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was finna do. As soon as he dropped one song, Kendrick came with two. Come on now.
And I'm gonna put this out there for my partner V-Dub. Can you please in the comment section put one of them little bars? You know what I'm talking. What am I talking about? I can't. My brain is dead right now.
What are you talking about?
You know, if you think
the poll,
you please put on polls, no Diddy, in one of the comment sections, and just have it say simply Drake or Kendrick.
Drake or Kendrick. We're gonna leave that in the polls. We're gonna wrap this one up, man. We're gonna be back at y'all very soon. Stay on the lookout for the Wildin' Out,
Bigger Business,
the Wildin' Out tour that we was in front of, man. You know, we appreciate everybody once again. Like, comment, subscribe. It's Big Hop, Big Six, Bigger Business.
Yeah.
That
was a good episode.